All right, so first three cards, what do we have? Okay, these are different because believe it or not, I've been pulling some of the same cards for so many different signs that I'm like, okay, Uranus, I get it. All right, oh, wow, okay, these two are actually the same as the Libra reading, but this one is different. Okay, so the first card you got was upside down, which is Neptune, which is the Hanged Man, which is telling me that it's time for you to move forward. You have been thinking through whatever problem that you've been working out for a really long time. You've reflected for a really long time, and now you've made some sort of decision for yourself. And now it's time to just move move along and to institute your will and to see your way forward. And that makes perfect sense because you have the Queen of Swords, which was upside down, but that's fixed air, meaning that you've made a decision about something, and this decision is about your future. And because we also have the Aquarius here, and then we also have the Neptune symbol, which is again Neptune right here. So when we talk about Neptune, what we are talking about is just really coming out of an illusion or a disillusionment about something that was happening in the past. So now you're seeing clearly, because that's what the fixed air does. It helps you to see clearly. You have clarity. You know what you need to do, and now it's just time to execute. And that's why she has the sword here. But for some reason, with these two cards upside down, you haven't done this yet, okay? Whatever decision you've made, you haven't done it yet, but it's time to make it, and you need to make it by the fall, because this card here is in the inverted position, meaning to me that if you don't take care of whatever it is that you've made this decision about, it is not going to bring you the harvest that you're looking for in fall. So that is the message here, is to follow that direction and to follow it now. So if that really resonated with you, if you've made some big decision, just say down below, this resonated with me, or I made this big decision, or even tell me what it is, because I really like to engage with you, okay? All right, so now this next set of cards is going to be very personal to you. It's going to try and explain or clarify some of this that's going on. And if you want some clarity, please type down below, I need some clarity, or I want clarity, although the cards say that you already have it. You just haven't done anything with it yet. So let's find out. Let's see what's next for you, okay? This is, like I said, more personal here, okay? Let me find out what's going on. Okay. All right, so the first one is going to be the Seven of Pentacles. This again, see how he's just looking at the Seven of Pentacles. He's standing with his cane or whatever here, or he's propping himself up and just kind of looking back at what he already has, and he's contemplating, like, how can I move forward? Where can I go to move forward? So what I'm seeing here is that you've made some sort of decision, but you just don't know how to figure it out. You're looking at what you have and saying, well, this is what I've done so far, but I'm not really sure how to proceed. So that's why this card is where it's at. So it's upright for you, so it's definitely some sort of decision or way forward that you're looking for. And then you also have upright for you the King of Cups. Okay, so maybe this decision has also something to do with making you feel empowered emotionally, and that you really want to start just feeling better about your situation, better about yourself. And you can really see how this decision that you've made, it could potentially be a really positive enlightenment for your body, your soul, your mind, your well-being, and your emotional stability. And it's going to create emotional stability. And it could also be like, a lot of times people's emotional stability is tied to money or monetary things or security. So this decision is going to help you feel emotionally stable once you get to it. And now you have the King of Swords, which is upside down, which again tells me, you already had the fixed air with the swords here with the Queen of Swords. So with this being upside down, you're just feeling like you're not in power, you're not in control, you're not the king of your castle. Something is going on, and that's preventing you from really executing your plan. Okay, but the thing is in this situation, what I would say is that you may have more power than you think, or the way forward is just to be to show the other person the benefit of what would happen if you did this thing. So it's sort of like talking that person into seeing your vision, and then that's going to help because you don't have to just put your foot down and say, "Hey, we're going to do things this way because I've had an epiphany and now it's time for you to get on the epiphany train." Okay. And just do what I'm telling you. Like that may be too harsh. Um, you know, and so what I would say do is start by explaining yourself, showing your vision, and trying to get the other person incorporated into your vision. And then if you have to use the sword, you will, but that may also mean that that relationship could be broken somehow, or the other person feels left out, something of that nature. So this is the message, and I don't think it's bad. I think that this is the change that Uranus is going to push you into. So these things are going to happen, no matter whether you want to make that decision or not. Like it's probably going to happen. Okay, because it really has a lot to do with your emotional stability. And if you're off balance because of it, eventually, you're going to have to change anyway. So that's the message there. Okay, and now next we're going to look at the energy that is going to come from Uranus. So this is going to be the energy that you need, or some sort of message that you need. So if you're ready to get some good energy, say, "I want some good energy," down below. And then we will just see what happens here for you, Sagittarius. Let's go. Okay, so this is energy from Uranus. And let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh, this card keeps coming up. It's so crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so it's upside down. So it's the caring and connection card. Okay, so this is saying that in order for you to be more close to your partner, so you're going to have to have some sort of personal change. And you may not feel close to your partner right now, and that's probably why you have this broken heart here that was next in line for the reading. So maybe you don't feel as close or as connected to the person that you're with right now, because it seems to me like you have a big decision to make that could affect your relationship. So that's breaking you apart a little bit, or you feel like you have to break up with this person to make that vision come true. But it's not necessarily so, because this last card here is your fifth chakra, which is ruled by the Archangel Gabriel, and this is your throat chakra. So what that tells me is what I was telling you earlier is when I saw this King of Swords upside down, it's going to be how you explain yourself. It's going to be how you get the other person to envision your decision, and how that's going to benefit them, and how it's going to make your relationship better, and how it's going to bring love and understanding, and how your emotional stability relies on this. So you need to explain that to that person, and that could actually make the whole relationship that you're in go a lot better, and actually bring the two of you closer. And that could be what the message is. That is the message from Uranus, is that you're going to have to really communicate your message, and the closer you get to bringing your message or to fruition, the better off you're going to be emotionally stable, because you've already made up your mind. You just have to move forward. So that's what it's telling me. And I think it's going to be good. If you end up breaking up with that person, that is something that Uranus can sometimes usher in, but that's why you're getting the message early, is if you want to save it, you want to salvage what you have. And then also, like, I don't want to leave it, kick anybody out of the room, but that was the message that I was getting. So if you're not in a relationship, then maybe making this decision is going to bring you to a relationship, or maybe visualizing with someone who you need to be talking to make your decision come to life. Then that could bring you a relationship.